The time is always right to do what is right. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a constant attitude. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. Never succumb to the temptation of bitterness. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must take it because conscience tells him it is right. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. The time is always right to do what is right. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or fail. Be the best of whatever you are. True peace is not merely the absence of tension. It is the presence of justice. There is nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life, devoid of breadth. A lie cannot live. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. We are not makers of history. We are made by history. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. Power without love is reckless and abusive, and love without power is sentimental and anemic. Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. A right delayed is a right denied. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. The hottest place in hell is reserved for those who remain neutral in times of great moral conflict. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. I am not interested in power for power's sake, but I'm interested in power that is moral, that is right, and that is good. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. Science investigates. Religion interprets. Science gives man knowledge, which is power. Religion gives man wisdom, which is control. Science deals mainly with facts. Religion deals mainly with values. The two are not rivals. We must use time creatively, in the knowledge that the time is always ripe to do right. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. A man who won't die for something is not fit to live. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. Those who are not looking for happiness are the most likely to find it, because those who are searching forget that the surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others. No person has the right to reign on your dreams. Whatever your life's work is, do it well. A man should do his job so well that the living, the dead, and the unborn could do it no better. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Almost always, the creative, dedicated minority has made the world better. People fail to get along because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they have not communicated with each other. We will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. We must come to see that the end we seek is a society at peace with itself, a society that can live with its conscience. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. We are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters, and righteousness like a mighty stream. At the center of nonviolence stands the principle of love. Mankind must put an end to war, or war will put an end to mankind. Seeing is not always believing.